Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my last Cloudia video. Hopefully this video is not going to give me another hate thread on Reddit. But disclaimer, because I didn't do it in my last video. These guide videos that I made, at least for these ones, for these ticket guides, they're geared for new players. And that one person in the Reddit thread, I'm really thankful that he said that, because that's completely true. If you're like an experienced player, you're not going to get very much from this video. But the caveat to that is, if you are a veteran player and you're returning, technically I consider you a new player because you haven't played in a while, probably, right? So there might be a few characters that you're not going to get seeing in your unit list that you may see that are available to select. So how do you get this ticket? Just like the previous one, you go here, and you go here, and you go to this, and it's very easy, level 5. I mean, you can close your eyes and beat that. So you can get that unit trade ticket. And we're going to go to trading space, and then we're going to go to unit trading space. Alright, so what should you pick? I already got my 5 here. So my number 1 pick is going to be Goddess Leila. Leila. Someone told me how to pronounce this before, and I've already I forgot. So she is by far one of the easiest characters to build, because you don't really need, like, as a new player, you don't really need anything. Just level her up and get her skills ready. Because her kit kind of takes care of itself for the most part. Her traits are basically good by itself, so you don't need a lot of arcs and anything like that. I mean, of course, if you get some from the free pulls and stuff, like, because you are going to get some arcs from the free pulls, like, guaranteed. You're going to get some SSRs from those free pulls. Those free pulls are insane, for new players especially. Plus, you're getting a charisma, all attribute damage 20%, which is very good. As a new player, you don't care about the rest of that. You only care about the all attribute damage 20%, which is very good. And then all enemies, all attribute resistance -5, which is very. So she has both. This is high value, especially for a new player. This is super high value. So basically, if you're fighting the first story, if you use both of these each wave, you're gonna just wipe everything out for the most part, I'm pretty sure. What does she have anything? Because I don't have her myself, so she also has all these spells here, which is amazing. So that's good. All of these are screen wide. So yeah, that's good. That's my number 1 pick. Might be a little controversial, because I know someone in the comments is gonna say, why isn't Spirit Maiden Theory at number 1 for a new player? Because honestly, you don't need, like, okay, so you have a healer, but then what? So sorry for this, my allergies are like 1,000,000% right now. But Leila, you don't need a healer. She wipes everything out, and there's so many things going on with the event where you can level up characters very fast. Even if she's not a bonus character, or I don't know if she is or isn't. But even so, in that space, even as a new player, you'll be able to get some of those cadet tickets, and you can level her up pretty quickly in that fashion. So that is why she's number 1, and Spirit Maiden Theory is number 2, because having a DPS that's flexible is much more valuable than just having a healer and having nothing else. Because remember, I'm talking about it as a new player. You're starting out. And I'm not going to count any. If you get anything from the free pull, that's great. I'm not going to consider that in my list here. So the number 3 spot is going to be Great Hero Ada, a very solid character, very solid. I am super impressed by this guy. I can't click on him, unfortunately, because I already have him. But super impressed with this guy. Very, very strong physical DPS. So I'm still using him. I mean, he's not that old, but I'm still using him. He's very, very good. Very solid. So that's my number 3 pick. My number 4 pick. Now we're starting to go down a little hill a little bit, because you probably should have. If you're a new player, you should have already been picked. You should have already picked her. You can wait, because like you have 41 days to choose something. So it's like you could get something in the free pulls. You could get something in the free pulls, but is it likely? Yeah, a little likely, actually. If you don't know, let's take a little detour here. I'm in a lap 2, but this is basically the same thing as lap 1. So you're getting a free SSR guaranteed on step 3, which is only 3 days. And then on the last on step 5, you get a gotcha character, 1 unit guaranteed. So it's not gonna. I think they mentioned, I can't see it yet. Obviously, neither can you or anyone else. But they mentioned you can get a Descendant of Hero character, Descendant of Heroes Festival character in the step up, which is still free. It's a step up, but it's free, which is insane. So you're gonna get something in all this. So with that in mind, it's gonna start going downhill after my 3rd choice. So my 4th choice, and I'm not saying any of these last 2 characters are bad. I'm just saying that those first 3 are where you should be focusing on. Now, if you are a new player, but you have those, you got them from the free pulls, or you tried to pull for the new roll-in and you got one of those characters, or you got, you know, this or that. Now, let's look at what else we can get. So, my number 4 pick, we're only going 5 picks because I think that's more than fair, is Ziku's 4-gate. Another very solid mage, can boost ice damage. So, very good, solid character. And that is 2 mages. We have 1 healer, we have 1 physical DPS, and then my last pick is going to be, this is like, if you have all those and you really don't know what to pick, go for Labyrinth, I think. Just a very solid character for the most part. Physical DPS looks like. I don't have her, as you can see. I can select her myself, but I remember some people saying things, but, and also I was reading her very quickly before the video started. This first part here is really good for a new player. Every 20 seconds, give all enemies a damage dealt 35% debuff, minus 35% debuff, which is crazy. That's really good because it's every 20. It's not just at the beginning of the wave and then nothing else. And it's all enemies and it's every 20 seconds. So they're constantly getting this debuff, which is very solid. So that's why she's there. She has a lot of other good things too, I'm sure. The HP recovery from active skills is not going to be very useful outside of arena PvP, but it's still she's good. So those are my 5 picks. Hopefully those are not controversial. Hopefully I explain everything pretty thoroughly. Where you should definitely be picking Leila if you. I'm not saying her name right, but you know who I mean. Leila Ha. You should be picking her over anyone else that I said in this video, but if I said my 5, so that's all I'm gonna go with, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you have recommendations or need help in the comment section down below, go ahead and write your question or join my Discord. We have a Last Cloudia section in my Discord, so make sure you join that if you want. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.